so I gotta start the stream. Okay, so now, before Alani begins our tutorial, let me just announce that we are streaming live on twitch.tv, TV this time, /SJSU Game Dev. You may watch it live if you don't have a proper view of the screen. Okay, now,
I mean, you don't have to look at it. That's fine too. Okay, so yeah, art tutorial. So who's interested in like art? Yay! Cool, cool. Okay, how many people know how to do art for their games? Cool. You don't have to listen if you don't want to. It's fine. Yeah. Okay. Well, so I want to ask, like, cause I kind of asked around myself, like, what people will be interested in, like, art and games, just in general, still a topic. So I kind of want to get that up again. So, any questions about art and games? Someone?
I guess
Yes?
the limitations.
Limitations.
Yeah, like how much can you actually fit of art in the game?
Well, really,
It's very broad.
yeah, that is a broad question. The limit is your imagination.
Oh.
But no, really, it's well, anything you want to put, really, you could put in game. Of course, there's like limitations like space and literal space in your game. You don't want to make that too big, I guess. Yeah. So it's like polygons, rendering time. Like if you make something like super detailed, like throwing a ton of like things in it, yeah, it might take up too much rendering. So I guess watch out for that. It's 3D, anything really. Yeah. So yeah. Any other questions? Yeah.
What kind of art are we going to be covering today?
Most.
2D?
Yeah, mostly 2D, but I could give like 3D advice if anyone wanted. I know some. It's not my main thing, but I do know more about 2D. But yeah, 3D questions if you want to know about some stuff. Okay, so for 2D though, things to know. I was gonna do some examples, like how to like do some animation. I'll be using mainly Photoshop for this, since that's kind of the program I have on hand. And yeah, so okay. Yeah, so everyone knows Photoshop, what it's used for. You can actually use this for pixel art if you want to, and I have before, but it's also used for animation. I don't know if people know about that. What you could do here to set up your animation, just to as a show off at the bat, if I could find the window, is the timeline. And that's just gonna show you, like, yeah, you can make your animation here. So that's what I'll be using for that. And what I have here as an example is a character I made like a while ago. And it's a simple like walking animations of different directions, as well as her kind of being sad. So, and this is how it looked like. Each frame is a layer. So yeah, Photoshop's pretty limited, but it could give you an idea how to like set it up. So each frame would be a layer, and then you just kind of over here on the timeline show off how long each layer will show up to show the animation. So if I wonder if I could zoom in for that.
Or just make it full screen. Photoshop full screen.
Oh yeah, I could do that too. Forgot about that. I can't tell how big this is on my screen. I can. Yeah, I'm double screening it. So if you see here,
Quick
yeah,
intermission,
each.
guys. This is the previous president of the Game Development Club, Andrew. Yay, Andrew!
How's it going?
What's up, man?
I don't have a voice anymore. Yeah, I was at Oculus Connect today.
Right. Alani, please
This
continue.
is Laura. She's from Adobe.
Oh,
If you're looking for
oh
jobs.
wow. We're actually getting a presentation of Photoshop right now.
Oh, great! Now I'm putting that on the spot. Thanks.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Where was I?
Also, I have a bunch of keys for something on Steam. You should grab
Me
those
too.
too for me.
It's free VR modeling, and you gave away a bunch of keys. If anybody's interested in that.
So we met the dev, and if anyone's interested in talking to them, he said to reach out. So it's not super documented yet, but you should definitely contact them. So
If anybody
if you're interested.
wants to make models
I'll
of
leave
VR and not just a keyboard.
I don't have VR.
Well, you should still grab it.
VR map.
Put it in your Steam, and then when you do have VR, then you'll have it. Did you hear? Did anyone see the Oculus announcement from yesterday?
Andrew, being streamed as well. So.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. What was I showing off here? Yeah. Just basically what I have here is like just a couple cycles of like animation and how how you can do it in Photoshop. Yeah. Basically. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop that now. Okay. So I'm just gonna take out the timeline window. It does take up a lot of room. But yeah. And this is a character I made for it. So wait. It's gonna show what was I gonna say? So when I designed this character, I actually I'm not very good at pixel art at all. So what I did was kind of just searched up online for like basic poses of a character, and then just kind of took it to made my own version of a girl. So in a way, this character's kind of like transgender. Ooh, making big headlines. Okay, yeah, yeah, and yeah, just kind of using each. Oops, my bad. I don't know why that keeps doing that, but yeah, and taking like each pose that I want to use, fitting it towards the girl pose I want, kind of showing off a bit of like she's supposed to be kind of like sassy but kind of sad, which is why I kind of have her, you know, hands on her hip, one hand on her hip, one just sticking out. Always gotta look in little details like that for characters to show off personality in them. Just took each like pose I want and then made that. Just put in this walk cycle here. So, yeah. Okay. Now I kind of want to focus this on like why. Sure, animation. There's poses like it's kind of.
Key poses?
Yeah, key poses, I guess you could say. That. What I mostly do for me for art, I kind of do a lot of studying like around. That's what a lot of artists do. Just kind of watch people, in a sense, because you probably want to have your characters have like a personality, and everything about that is in like when you're doing animation, you kind of want to show off that personality in a character. So that's why I wanted to show this character here. I kind of did want to make her like originally started off like to be a popular girl, which is why she kind of looks like that, showing off a midriff, showing off that stereotypical mean girl sassy pose here. And that's why I have her walk cycle like kind of just swaying her hips back and forth and all that. It's to show off like her personality, to give her like that character. That's what I wanted to do here. I turned off the animation, but you kind of get the idea. And okay, there's also another character I want to show off. So way back when, I had worked on a game to make a fighting game, and we wanted to start off with like first a basic fighting character. So my first thought of was my sister. So a cool thing about my sister, she's only like 12, but she does like 3 different types of martial arts. So which is why I thought of her. Yeah, she could kick your butt if you want to. Yeah. So when I was designing that, I kind of got to switch over to Illustrator this time. Illustrator's kind of like my main thing too. So here I have a couple of poses for like Muay Thai, which is what she does. And I switched this up because as the reference poses for that. And a lot of like with art, you're gonna do a lot of research for it. Either studying a person, having like a friend like kind of walk up and down just to study. It's not creepy. Just say it's like it's for art. Yeah, study like how they walk to figure out like key frames to like get down to like draw to make that animation. I just searched up on the internet. Internet's a wonderful place to like do your research. Yeah, yeah, and I just quickly did some poses to like make a fighting stance. Not yet the animation, but just to get an idea of how to like punch, what a punch will look like, the angle of how like punching forward, then like such another punch or like blocking, and all that, crouching, just to get the idea. I actually traced over all that. Over that and just made the character. So yeah, use the internet. Just search up what you want and just get an idea. If anything, like maybe even like practice it yourself. Not saying that you should just become like, if you're doing a fighting game, become like a judo master or something, but just try to get the feel so you could like put that in your own art and put that in your own like character too. In a sense, like art is pretty personal. A lot of things came from like experience. So yeah, when you do art, make your own experiences. So, show you how to like make the animation bit, I guess. So I'll just start a new layer here if I could just see. Yeah, that's fine. I think for basics, I'll just. Where's the pen? Here you go. Now I'm gonna be looking at the screen. I don't know why that's popping up. So I'll show you how to make a short animation. You're gonna want a couple layers, but we could do this one by one. And I'll put the timeline back up. I'm just gonna be starting with like stick figures. It's gonna be pretty easy like that. So let's say you wanna. I can't draw on the tablet. Sorry, bear with me. I do draw better than this. That's just.
It's okay. We understand.
Thank you. Thank you for your understanding.
Hey, some people have made an entire profession out of stick figures.
Yeah,
Look at Randall Monroe.
That's true.
Cool. Yeah. So, animation. Cool thing with this. So there, stick figure. I'm gonna make another layer. I'm gonna lower the opacity a bit of this so I could see it better. I'm gonna just see if I make him walk. And where did the mouse go? Shoot. Why do I keep turning this off? Okay. I can't. Oh, okay, there it is. So I turn on opacity so I could see the top layer better, so you can see it's a lot darker. Okay. I'm gonna just draw another one. He's like standing straight, so I'm gonna there, slight dip there, like down. I'm just gonna draw frames like that, and then or that. And if I do another one, he's just gonna go have all sorts of head shapes. Gonna do another slight bend knee like that, burn stepping, and another slight bend there, so it looks like he's walking along.
Yeah.
Sure, you know what?
Skipping happily.
Skipping happily, yes. Thank you. It's beautiful. Graceful little deer. What else is graceful? I guess SpongeBob is graceful.
That's the image I'm getting in my head right now. But
No one's as limber as SpongeBob.
Sure.
It's true.
I'm gonna lower. I lowered the wrong layer, but okay. You get the idea.
When you're lowering the opacity, is it actually lowering the actual image's opacity?
Yeah, it's actually
Yeah,
lowering
yes.
only that layer's
You're
opacity.
like forcing in like a.
Yeah, it's basically, yeah, I'm basically forced onion skinning. Is just to put it, yeah, it's onion skinning. Common, like, thing to do in animation,
Yeah, so
just to see the bottom
onion
line.
skinning is when you're
Yeah.
working in animation, you can see the
Basically the previous,
before and after
the before,
frames.
yeah, so if you're like drawing, like doing like, yeah, drawing the animation, you can see the previous layers, you can see like the movement before, so you could anticipate what other movement you should draw next after that, which is what I'm doing.
Is there a benefit to using Photoshop versus like an actual animation program? Like
Actual
So
animations?
actual animation. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I like using Photoshop.
Brushes primarily.
Yeah. Well, Photoshop is definitely has more like stuff you could do to make the things you wanted to animate, and then Flash. What I used to do is use Photoshop and Illustrator to make the characters, and then make kind of their each individual parts, like separate the arms, legs. Yeah, think of it kind of like a puppet. And then when I put it into Flash, I would kind of animate every single part and like put like where to rotate in the specific spot, and then yeah, I use a combination of both. A lot of people you can make stuff in Flash if you want. I think it's a little harder though. It was just always easier for me to use a different program. And I mean, they're all the same program, same under the same developer. So you do that. I'm just using Photoshop because it's kind of there already. Yeah, and to show off that, and it's easy.
People generally use Photoshop because it's more of a general program. It has many capabilities, including animations,
Yeah, this is to show off basic.
and yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and if anything, it shows off this little bit. Like I was able to show off like some sprite animation using it. Just basic to show off to my team what. Yeah, I did it. Yeah, but Flash, After Effects, I know you can animate in that too. I haven't. Yeah, but you can still use it. You can use anything you want. What was I doing? You're distracting me, dude. Nah, it's fine, it's fine.
I mean, we're supposed to ask questions, right?
Yeah, no, go ahead. No, keep asking questions. Actually, no, continue asking questions.
Put them on the spot.
Yes! Ask questions!
Is there a question I can ask?
I'm just wondering about like resolution size of sprites. Like, should
Yeah, you can control that.
Yeah, you can control this.
Because you can actually adjust the canvas size, and in
Yeah.
some programs you can actually count, like you can actually like see how many pixels there are.
Yeah, actually the grid you see in the back here is each pixel. So easiest way to look here, let me just I use pencil tool and I'm gonna lower the pencil to like 1. That might be too small. What? Yeah, you see? So most of the time what I did is like I went really close. Like really, really close. Let me just switch that so I could get the eyedropper tools. Just take a color. I would like just be tracing it over, but made it more girl proportion. So I don't know, bring it in like here.
But is there instances where like maybe you can make your sprites too big or too small?
Like resizing them?
Yeah, like is that a problem in some sense? Like,
I guess it is a little harder just because they're sprites. They're kind of already at the smallest they could get where you see their pixels. So if you want to make it bigger, I mean, you can't, like, making it bigger is just probably easier than making it smaller. But either way, making it bigger, it'll just be like, they're just filling out, each square probably turns to like 4 for that one, the one that used to be 1. So you probably want to watch out for that, and then you're just going to have to like go back and re-edit some things you want. It's not gonna like magically get like higher resolution. It's never gonna be smoother if you just increase the size. You could go down, but you can't really go up.
okay.
Basically, yeah. And going back to this, going back to my brush. I'll just show off using these. Let me just fix the opacity on all of them. Yeah, it's been a while since I used this timeline. That's the wrong, I clicked the wrong thing. Jeez. So yeah, it's been a while since I did this. And I don't know, where's the layers? That's not the right button. What the heck?
Layers over here.
Yeah, no, the layers for the, it's stuck. Oh, great. that's not what I was trying to. Oh great, now I'm stuck. I don't know what I just did. Just layers. Okay, where did everything go? No, no, seriously, where did everything go? Shoot, where did it go?
I'm just gonna move to the train station myself. Just be there.
I thought it was just part of your game.
And then look at the
Googling time. So
Wait, no, how do I get out of this? I need to look at the other one.
it's not.
Okay. Alright. I'll show you keyframes next time, but for some reason my thing kind of got stuck. Okay. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Yeah.
Sorry, the program
I got stuck.
couldn't cooperate with us to the end, but thanks for watching.
Yeah. Well, thanks. Hope you guys learned something. Ask any other questions about art? You know.
Was it really good?